Hi everyone, this is Katie Carney from Katie's Stitching. It is the 11th of April and this is Flosstube number 20 for me. So this is a channel about cross stitching and some sewing and whatever else I want to talk about, let's be honest. It's the day before Easter here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The weather is in the 50s. The sun is finally out. We actually had snow yesterday. It was super duper gross. But we're doing well here in Scranton. Obviously we're still, self-isolating. I went to the grocery store on Wednesday. It took me like an hour and a half to grocery shop. And this is a store I go to all the time. Usually I'm in and out in like 25 minutes. But it's funny because I'm so used to getting what I need, but also shopping like the ad. But right now they're really not doing ads because you're just kind of buying what's there and what you need. Like it didn't matter how much lettuce was, I had to get it. It didn't matter how much I got a tiny little ham bone in for Easter. It didn't matter how much it was, I needed a ham for Easter. But because I'm also trying to shop several weeks out, it just didn't, I'm telling you, the total came for how much I spent and I almost had a heart attack. And I mean, like I knew, but I also, but it's fine. And it's funny because I mean, it wasn't a ton of like staples. It was meat and veg, diet soda. I did get some seltzer. And then I got a lot of like fun stuff. You know, my grandmother and I are stuck at home and we deserve it. And I got grocery store sushi that was like $15. I don't care. It was worth it. Anyway, I hope you're all well and that if you're able to stay at home, that you are, and if you're working, thank you very, very much. I have not seen Mark. Probably won't until this is over. I was really, really optimistic that this would be over by mid-May. And now the more I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be till the end of May, and that sucks. I miss him. I miss going to Home Goods. Working from home is hard for me in that because I'm working in this room that I'm in now, so back there is my bedroom, and then this like front area is where like my books are, you can see, and then several other bookcases and like my cross stitch stuff and my stitchy spot. That's all in here. So I do have a desk right over here, but it's hard to be around the fun stuff. Definitely if I was ever to work from home permanently, I would have to turn a space in the house into a study, like an office. I begged my boss to bring home my second screen, which I really don't have room for. It is huge. He brought it yesterday when he brought my paycheck. He's still going to the office a couple days a week. I don't know why. I think probably because he has trouble working from home. We have doctor's offices in our building. You couldn't pay me to go there right now. Anyway, like I said, I hope that you are all well. Fra's birthday is tomorrow. She's going to be 84 on Easter Sunday. This is the third time that Easter has fallen on April 12th in her life. So she was born on Easter Sunday. It happened in 1998, and it's happening now. It did happen a lot before she was born, but you know Easter, you never know when it's going to fall. So she's going to be 84 tomorrow. We started a 3,000 piece puzzle. It is 47 inches wide. 47! Do you know how big that is? That's 4 feet, and it's 36 inches up. So she's been really good about it. I am doing it because I want to spend time with her, but I'd rather be up here cross-stitching. So we finally got the whole bottom row is done, and we do have all 4 corners. So I will keep you updated on that. We've decided that if we finish it, we're going to have a party. And I've decided if we finish it, I'm going to get a cake with the puzzle picture on it, because cake is good. So that's a little bit of my life updates were 5 minutes in. Hopefully I remember to put in the notes that ended at 5 minutes. Okay. So now I will talk about cross stitch. So first off, I technically have 2 FFOs. At Christmas time, I was watching Erica D House, her Flosstube, and she posted from Hobby Lobby. She bought this fabric book kit, and I got one, and I made it. And they do have a couple others. They don't have them all year long, but they had a Let's Go camping book. So it's this cute little cloth book, and you just cut it all out, and you put, I think it's quilt batting, but I don't actually know that, in between, and you stitch it. This one took me a lot less time. I'm definitely getting slowly better at sewing. It's really cute though, and it does look better than the last one I did, which I'm pleased with. It's a constant adjustment for me to get used to sewing, that I'm really enjoying. I actually have all the fabric for the top for a patchwork quilt that I want to make for my friend Bernadette, the girl I'm knitting all that stuff for her baby. But I've watched all these videos on YouTube, and like I intellectually understand what they're telling me to do, but I really want written out directions with pictures. That's all I want. And I don't want them to use like a charm pack or a fat quarter pack. Like I bought yards of fabric in the colors that I wanted, and that's what I want you to show me how to do. And nobody is doing that. So stitching with the sisterlies, the 2 of them, I sent them a frantic Instagram message, and I was like, what do I do? And after some messaging back and forth, I am going to make 5 by 5 inch squares starting tomorrow. And I'm just going to do it with all my fabric. God help me. And I think I'm going to do long strips of 5 inches and then cut them down. We'll see. I got the fabric. It's actually really cute. My Walmart sells 1 yard cuts, and it's a Waverly design. And it's all like very like dusty rose and grays and a little bit of blue. And I actually bought it all for me to make a quilt for myself. And now I'm going to give it away. But I'm still going to get the pleasure out of making it, hopefully. But I want to start it now so I can do the top and then do the inside and the back and then bind it. And then I'm hoping that because it's just a twin size plain quilt, that I'll be able to quilt it on my machine, because it won't be that thick, and I don't care if it's just plain quilting, you know what I mean? Like I don't need like flowers or anything. I just want to be able to do it, because I'm willing to pay someone to do it, but like I don't even know where to begin to look for someone. We don't have any quilting guilds anymore around here, and I don't want to invest in a several $1,000 quilting machine. Anyway, that's all. I'm sorry. That's my plan, is to make a little quilt, and God willing, quilt it myself or send it to someone. I'll pay someone to do it also. We'll see. But this is the little book I made for her son, who's already with us. That's for Grayson. He's going to be 2 in June. I had planned for this to be his Easter gift, but obviously I'm not seeing him right now. So I sent his mom an Easter lily in the mail, and she got me, actually I have it on, excuse my fat, let's see. She got me it's a Harry Potter, can you see that? So it's the lightning bolt and then the Deathly Hallows symbol. So she got me a t-shirt, which was so sweet of her. We do that. We send each other gifts. It's probably a bad habit. So my other FFO is the Kelly Stadola pattern, the little bunny. Do you remember this? I did them a couple weeks ago, and I didn't FFO them right when I did it because I was waiting for this little patch to come in. So she has a newsletter, and for the first certain amount of people who get her newsletter, she was willing, if you sent an envelope with a stamp, to send this to you. And it says, sending you all my love. So this was the Sending Love Sal that I did with Michelle McGraw, and it was a lot of fun. I have to admit something though. So I was watching Lindy Stitch's, I want to say she was live a couple weeks ago, and she sewed all the way around the pillow and then she cut it. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. What's the worst that could happen? This only took a couple hours. It'll be fine. So I sewed all the way around. Guys, I sewed the fabric backwards. And I was just like, I'm not ripping it off. I actually kind of like it because the fabric, the cross stitch fabric is like a light blue. So then it's a very bright red. So I kind of like it inside out, and it's also for me. So who cares? And then I had this vision. I used this pink to sew this on, and then I was going to do like a cross stitch, hand sewing on the back. I had an awful time, and it looks positively dreadful, so I'm not going to show it to you because I'm embarrassed. And again, I should cut it out, but this is for me, so I don't actually, like, I would never, ever give this away like this. It's for me, and it's for Easter. I'm thinking I'm going to put it on our Easter table. But, so the Lindy Stitches, I don't know whose actual method it was. I'm embarrassed to show this to you. You can't see it. So before you sew it all the way around, which I really liked because I hate the hand sewing part at the end, although I had to do it. You just squeeze it together, and I just clipped it with the scissors, and I stuffed it, and then I sewed it closed. Now, I really wanted this to be a pretty, like, I used embroidery floss, like, who's gonna see it but me? So those are my two FFOs, actually both that I did today. I got a new iron. So last weekend, the reason I didn't film is because my dad has, he had skin grafts put on his legs last winter. His legs get infected really easily. It's a whole big thing. But he goes to an infusion clinic 3 times a week for IV antibiotics. And although the nurses have masks, they were looking for something extra. This is before the Fed came out with that everybody should be wearing masks. My dad was asking me to make them, and I was like, Dad, he asked me like 3 times, so I did. I made a dozen masks last weekend, and it took me forever. I broke a needle. I didn't sew my actual finger, but you know the little knob that you turn to put a new needle in or out? I jammed my finger in between that knob and the machine. Whoa. Oh, sweet Lord, I thought my nail was gonna come off. That hurt really bad. So I made a dozen masks, and I felt like it felt weird to show you. I mean, I posted them on Instagram, like just a picture, but it felt weird to come on here and be like, here's my FFOs, a dozen masks that I made. It just felt weird. So I did that for my dad, and his nurses were very grateful, and I'm very grateful that they take care of him. So that's what I did last weekend instead of filming. I'm so sorry. I missed you all. I'm sure you didn't even notice that I wasn't here, but I wasn't. Also, I got myself this sweatshirt that says surviving, not thriving. It's the Home Edit. They're like a home organization company based in Nashville. And I definitely, so the proceeds are going to COVID-19 research. And I have been thinking about getting, because they've always had this swag for months. And I definitely got a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a long sleeve t-shirt. And I don't even care. And I have worn this like 3 days in a row. Also, probably shouldn't have admitted that on YouTube. Sorry. It's comfortable. It's a nice temperature. Anyway. So, now for what I'm currently, my 2 FOs. Where's the other pattern? Hold, please. Oh, okay. I couldn't find what I was looking for. Anyway, as you all know, I'm working on the Country Cottage Needleworks Gingerbread Village. So I finally refound the picture I printed off the interwebs. That is all of the pieces together. So the last time you saw this, I was working on this train, and I've gotten quite a bit done. I felt like I shouldn't show you guys anything because I didn't have like a lot of cross stitching, and then I remembered I did actually, because this is many projects. So there's the train. And then after the train, I came over here and worked on this. So that's the whole second row done. Although yesterday I was stitching, and from here to here, there's white up the top there. I had forgotten to do it and had to go back. And of course I had already moved my scroll rod, so I was like trying not to sew to stitch like what was wound here. But anyway, so I finished this one and this one, so there's 2 FOs, and this means I'm 2/3 of the way done. And then I started, I actually really like the house that I'm working on. So I started this one. And the border is done, the top border and the house. So I really like to do the top border first, and then after the first one is done, I do the bottom white second. The reason I'm waiting to do that is because I didn't want to mess up with the counting. So I'll get the house in place and then I'll do the white border. I try to do the white stuff first because I hate it. All those snowflakes around the train, I had to rip all those out and do them again. It took forever. There's a lot of white on this, and now that I've been stitching for longer, I wish I wouldn't have picked this one for Mark's mom. It's really cute, but she likes colors, and this is not that. It's brighter than the Glitter Village that I want to do for myself is, but I still don't know like if she's gonna like it. But we'll see. Worst case scenario is she doesn't like it and doesn't tell me. She's gonna be mad that it's a gift, but I feel like it's a handmade gift and that doesn't count. Excuse me, I have jaw issues. Okay, so that's the only thing I worked on all week, or the last 2 weeks. But I mean, I got a lot done. And I've been working on that puzzle. A lot of puzzling has been going on. And so I think I told you all that I was considering, hang on. Okay, so I think I told you all that I was considering rehousing my DMC, and I am working on it. So I store my DMC in these pink binders that I got at Walmart during back to school, and in baseball card sleeves. And it's great, but sometimes they slide out the top, and it's what I did because that was what I could think of. And then I told you guys last time that my fancy floss I was storing, sorry, I'm shaking you, in these little boxes that I found at Staples right before the Great Quarantine began. And these are like square boxes, and I happen to have square sandwich bags that stand up perfectly in them. So there's my week's bullfrog. There's cactus. So anyway, my fancy floss, I have 2 of these boxes. They are linen boxes, and I think they were made in, yes, they were made in Sweden. And I'm gonna get a couple more when this is over. I'll just run up to Staples and get them. I'll be honest, I don't remember how much they were. I just saw them and I was like, oh, that's perfect. I grabbed them, and I'm really happy with how that came out. But monetarily, these square sandwich bags are more expensive, and those boxes are not cheap. And I was like, well, I'll use that for the fancy. Well, for my DMC, I wanted something similar. So I already had these picture boxes, and I just have pictures from like high school and college that I'm slowly parting with because I don't need them. I mean, how many pictures do I need from high school? So I ordered with my Amazon Subscribe and Save because I'm trying to order less from Amazon because I know they're overwhelmed and very busy. But I got 1,000 note cards and I only got 300 baggies, not knowing how many DMCs there were at the time. So I have another 300 coming, I think, Monday. So I've just been going through my the DMC list that I have. Wow, hang on. There we go. And I'm making a bag for all of the DMCs. So like my fancy floss, I'm only doing them as I get them. But with the DMC, I just do them all. And then I'm going through and pulling, so that's 321, and pulling from the binders into this. So this is 0 to 800 fit into one. This is still not the perfect system, but I do like it more than the baseball card system because they stand up. It's, like I said, it's still not perfect though because the bags are slippery, but I don't think there's anything to be done about that. So I have 0 to 800 here, and then I ran out of bags at 9.89. So I think I'm gonna need a third one of these, and I have it. I just have to hang on. Oh, I just have to pull the pictures out and decide what I'm gonna do with them. It's making me go through things, and I've just been doing them 100 at a time. So like I open a pack, 100 pack of the cards, and I write them all out, and then I put them in the bags, and then it takes a while. It's not a quick process. So I've also been working on that. So those are, I guess that's a WIP. And then Easter's tomorrow, and I'm not someone who always does a holiday start. I did do a New Year, New Start, and that was my Christmas village. And I'll be honest, that's the ornaments. I don't know if I'm coming back to that right now. They are over there. I'm just not in a place to work on those. They're just not what I want right now. And that's fine. Maybe I'll come back to them. Maybe I won't. I don't have a lot of that would be the only project I have abandoned. I'm lying to you. The Three Musketeers book club piece I have abandoned. Okay. But anyway, last week, I have been thinking about doing a long dog. Since I started watching Long Dog Stitcher here on YouTube, she does these beautiful pieces. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. And I have gone on their website several times, and I'm just always so overwhelmed. There's so much to choose from and so many options, and people are so adventurous. They do all sorts of things. Alex, is it 3321 Alex? On Instagram, she has a beautiful piece that she finished. So many just beautiful long dog samplers, and I was like, someday I'm gonna pick one, but every time I go to their website, I get so overwhelmed and I can't decide. Well, anyway, last week they came out with 2 new ones. And one of them really spoke to me for our current situation. And it's, if I mispronounce this, please don't hate me. It's Pavane, Pavane, for these times. Can you see that? There we go. Oh my gosh, I think it's so pretty. And it says, turn your face to the sun and the shadows fall behind you. And that just, it felt good. And I'm in a little Insta chat with a couple people, and we were all talking about them, and a couple of the girls were like, I'm gonna do it. And I don't know if any of them did, but I was just like, you know what? The heck with it. I'm doing it. So I think they're based in the UK. So it was like 14 pounds. But I don't know what that is in American. I just bought it. It was on PayPal. It doesn't matter. It's I love it. Love it. So it is 199 by 235 stitches. And it says on a 32 count linen, it's 12.5 by 14.5. And I have Quaker Confederate Gray. Oh, wait, hang on. I thought it was a 32. On a 28 count linen, it is 14.2 by 16.7. So I have a 28 count, and I'm not going to have any extra room because this is 18 by 27. What did I just say? Wait, maybe I will. 18 by 27. Oh, I have just enough. I'll do like 1 3/4 inches, and then I should have 1 3/4 inches on the other side. But I have this beautiful 28 count Confederate gray. And then I went through my DMCs because obviously I had them out, and I pulled out a couple colors that I thought would work. And I had 336. And it's such a bright, dark green, and it looks so lovely on that fabric. And I was like, well, you know, I've got enough to get it started. And Alex, who is just the sweetest thing, sent me the cutest card. And it happens to match. How about that? It matches the floss. She had a skein of 336. So she sent it to me, and it came yesterday, and I'm starting tomorrow. So thank you very much, Alex. That was so sweet of you. My Joann's is not open to the public, but you can order and that you could pick it up. I bought an iron that way, and I bought the supplies for the masks. But Joann's does not have all the DMC listed. So like, and you can't look them up by color number. You have to know the name. That's not how DMC works, Joann's. Hello. So even if I would have ordered the 56-cent floss from Joann's, I don't know if I could have gotten that color anyway. So thank you very much, Alex. I am gonna put that on a scroll rod. Probably, I might get it set up tonight because I'm thinking about getting up early. Not getting up early. I do get up early. And starting it tomorrow morning. I don't know how long dog patterns usually are. This one is 10 pages, I think, 9 or 10, which seems like a lot, but I'm excited. I do like that they're a PDF download, so I was able to just print them off at home, and then I can do what I want with the printable, like my working copy. So that's my start. And I'm gonna work on that either until I run out of floss or until I need a break, because I know the long dogs can be a little intense. And then tell me how if you are a long dog sampler stitcher, do you like go all the way across? Do you do 1 page at a time? Like, tell me what you do. I'm curious. Please, please, please. All right. So those are my WIPS, and those are my plans. And let's see. Should we do haul? Well, first, last time I did a giveaway. I decided to give away Suffrage Act by Little House Needleworks. And I had 11 comments on my last video. I guess people don't get to the end of mine. I don't blame you. So the Suffrage Act that I completed, and I asked Google. I don't want to wake my phone up, and I just had it give me a random number. It gave me number 11, And that was my last comment, and that was Patricia Douglas. So Patricia, I think I might already have your email, but if you could email me when you see this, I will put it below. I will get this in the mail to you. I think I have an envelope this will fit in, and then I'll get it out to you on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember if the post office is open on Monday or if it's a holiday for them, so we'll see. So that's that giveaway. I'm going to do another giveaway at the end, so please stay tuned. Now, on to haul. So, I don't remember when I ordered, but I ordered from Bush Mountain Stitchery a bunch of roller frames, and they're going to take between 2 and 8 weeks to get here. I got a variety. I read a lot of reviews. I watched a couple videos because I knew this was a purchase that I would be making, much like my stand. I got a Kay's Creation. When I make big purchases like that, I like to do a lot of research. So I did. And I was 100% influenced by Vanna. She recommended the place I ordered them from. She explained what sizes she used. So I got a variety of rods and a variety of the side pieces. Some that'll be good for ornaments, some that'll be good for big pieces. It just all depends. So I'm looking forward to those coming in. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but storage is always a problem in old houses, just so you know. If you have an old house, you understand. I have no closet. Orange Crush, by the way. So good. Sunkissed. Diet Sunkissed. I have been really comforting myself with diet soda. And a brownie today. Somebody brought my grandmother birthday brownies and birthday pie at the beginning of the week. Anyway, while I was ordering the roller frames, I got a pack of Pat Carson size 24 needles. Not that you can see that. So I have never, Carson, by the way, I don't know what I said. I have never purchased needles before. I've always just used whatever Hobby Lobby or there's the tip, or Joann's or whoever has. But I figured out what the heck, I'm already ordering. These are not sharp at all. So I think they do not, part of it is how I stitch. They're too big for a 32 count, which I kind of figured, but I wanted to try them. These glide really, really well. But they're kind of dull and I wish they were sharper. And with the lamb's wool that I'm using for the gingerbread village, they were not great. But they're okay. And I'm going to try them tomorrow with the 28 count, because I forgot that my gingerbread village was 32. So I got those. And I also got the 2 things of DMC that I paid like $1 each for. But again, sometimes you pay a premium because you can't go to Joann's. That I was missing from my, I think either Kringle or Mary Mary, one of them was missing. And then the lovely, they came in a little card. So Maria from, I'm trying to remember, is she, hang on, where's my cell phone? Stitch, hold please. I'm sorry, you guys must hate me today. She posted on Instagram that she had Pat's Favorite Needles for sale. So I ordered, they were $1 each, and I just said, well, just send me 5. Needle art on charts. I've been following her for a while. She's New York City based. So I particularly wanted to order from her because I have several friends and family who are in Manhattan. I don't know where she is in New York. But it's not a great time for New York City. It's actually really terrible. So I figured it's not a big thing that I'm doing for her. It's $5 worth of needles. But she put them up for sale. So she sent an adorable card with the needles in them. And like I said, they're Pat's favorite. So I got these in a 26, and I did start using them last night with my gingerbread village, and I do like them a little more. 26s from Hobby Lobby for me bend really easy, and these, knock on wood, have not bent yet. So far I am happy with that purchase. And she also said in the card that she can order weeks and gassed. So I think I'm going to do a floss order from her in the future. So that's some of my, I have so much haul and more coming. It's going to be probably really great when I eventually go back to not being home all the time. So I ordered Coco, or Rocio told me that Dinky Dyes was doing they do like ends. They'll send you like the ends of their colors. And they were doing one of those. And so I got it was $20. It's like a bunch of different stuff. I've never gotten silks before. It was a first. I hope I didn't show these to you. If I did, I'm sorry. But they're so pretty. And like, you just kind of want to rub them on your face. So you just got to pick from different lots of color. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them because they're like, I don't know. The stickers say 8 meters, but I don't actually know if they are, and I certainly haven't measured them because I think they're ends. But like these two, let's see. There we go. Those are like the color of my logo. So they also, with that, sent the cutest little, like, there we go, gifty pack. I don't know how I'm gonna store silk. That's a future figure out problem. So that was some very exciting Happy Mail. I've never had any silks before, and you know, everybody loves the Dinky Dyes. So I was very excited. And then with that, they send you this little card that has that little chicken on him. Isn't he cute? I don't know what I'm going to do with him. It's a little button. Then, oh, I found the pattern I was looking for. Of course, it was with my haul. So then, I told you guys how excited I was when I met Sarah, who lives a couple blocks away from me, and we met via Flosstube. Well, she posted someone on Instagram who, in an effort to get rid of their things, posts them on Instagram and you buy them from her. And I can't remember what the handle is. Oh, I could look on PayPal though, because I did pay this person. Hang on. I'm sorry. I meant to be more organized. Joy-Filled Stitches on Instagram. So I got gold perforated paper, 14 count. It was $3. And it's 2 sheets. And I'm going to do ornaments on it for Christmas. I got, this is Weeks Dye Works Aztec Red. It's 9 by 14. Isn't that pretty? I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. I got, this is Mystic Neutral Linen, but she doesn't have listed who the dyer is. It just says Mystic. 32 count. I think that's pretty. I think it looks like parchment paper. And then this is a full kit by the Shakespeare's Peddler. I've never made anything by them, but it is basket of eggs. Isn't that cute? I'm going to make 2 of this. I'm going to make one for me because put an egg on it is my thing. And then the lovely woman, a friend of mine, sent me and my grandmother duck eggs a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to make one for her. But that's the floss that it came with. And it came with a little button. I don't remember how much this was. It wasn't expensive though. And then I also got Little House Needleworks pumpkins. So it's another one that came with the floss. I haven't decided. I love fall, so I might stitch this, but I might just keep the floss. It was cheap enough that it didn't matter. So that's my haul for this time, but I ordered from 1884 Stitchery a lot of weeks this week. So that should be coming at some point in the future. I think that's all I got. Shopping, it's not good. It's all that's keeping me going. It's bad. Anyway, it's not all that's keeping me going. I have some of the best friends, both in the stitching community and in real life. So if you are one of those people, thank you very much. I have been getting a lot of like random, like this t-shirt that I got. Somebody sent me a bath soak. Just because I've gotten random cards. And then today, a very late birthday present came for my friend Ashley. And it's actually the girl I made the suffrage act for. So she got me, this is Leicester Long Wool Locks from Williamsburg. And they are indigo dyed. And I don't want to open it because I don't want to lose any. Oh, there we go. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it because it's super duper cute. I think I'm just going to keep it forever. But I might also stuff, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's from Williamsburg. That's my happy place. And then I love writing with a quill pen, as she knows. So she got me Magical Forest. There we go. So it's fountain pen ink. And then she got me some waxes for, there we go. So you melt them into this and then you pour it onto your envelope and then look at that. It's a heart with yarn, which I actually have note cards that match that perfectly. So I'm very excited. And then she got me, it says knit with love and a lot of swearing. And then it has care instructions on the back that you can fill in. And I simply love that. It was a really nice surprise. We never wait this long to see each other. But now who knows when or if we'll ever see each other again. So I'm glad that I got suffrage to her. And then her daughter is 6, Catherine Mary, which is my name also. And she made Fra a little pot holder, like one of those loomed pot holders for her birthday. So I thought that was really sweet. And then I won a couple giveaways. So I don't know if y'all watch, excuse my back end, Stitching with the Sisterlies, but they do really, really nice giveaways. And I'm going to say this, I only sign up for giveaways for things I actually want. Like I don't just sign up because, but they had a Waxing Moon design giveaway and it was Old Witch Mary. And I won! So it says, Old Witch Mary, quite contrary, let me try again. Old Witch Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With moss and slime and poisonous vine and toadstools all in a row. And I have a bright orange fabric that is going to go perfectly on this. And they sent me, so when I opened this card, I was like, oh, look, they made me a card. It's fine. And then they also sent me the bag set from Fat Quarter Shop. which was they certainly didn't have to do that. And then also 25 count vintage cloth. It's by Zweigart, rayon and cotton. It's like a natural linen-y color. There we go. And then, not a couple days later, I don't know if you guys watched Leslie Hurley at Fat Cat Flossing. She breeds Burmese. I don't know, they're fluffy. I think they look kind of like the cats Taylor Swift likes. But she breeds these cats, and I think she's like award-winning. And I enjoy her Flosstube a lot. She's one of the ones that as soon as I come up, I click on and watch. So Leslie Hurley, and she was giving away this buzz bag. I think she used, I don't know whose tutorial she used, but it's just so cute. And she actually had for sale on her Instagram, and I just never got around to ordering them, little bags that are like retro lady baseball players. Baseball is my favorite. So I kept forgetting to order, and then I won this. I'm watching her Flosstube the day it came out, because, you know, and she's like, and Kate Kearney, and it's Carney, by the way. And I was like, oh my God, that's me. And I'm like emailing her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I won. And she sent me the sweetest little card. And she just had new baby kittens, and they're so cute. So thank you so much for the giveaways, ladies. It's always fun to get happy mail. And speaking of, I decided to do another giveaway. Because one, I have a stash of things to give away now. Thank you again, very generous benefactor. And I decided this was going to be it. It's the Mill Hills Button and Beads, and it is a stitch in time. And it is the whole thing's here. It's never been opened. And I thought that this would be a good thing to give away because, well, nobody can go out to the store to buy any supplies. So everything would be here for you. So please leave me a comment if you would like this, or if you wouldn't. Please be a subscriber, and let me know, and I will give this away on my next video. So to recap, Patricia Douglas, you won Suffragette. Please email me. It is below. If you want this, leave me a comment and it will be yours. Well, it'll be somebody's. I'll do a random number again. Thank you to the people who have been commenting and reaching out to me on Instagram. It really means a lot. It's weird because most of the time I feel really adjusted to this new normal, and then sometimes I feel really sad again. I had a meltdown one day this week. I called Mark at like 6:30 in the morning, and I was like, I cannot do this. Faced with doing this until the end of May, not seeing him for several months was not a great moment for me. I won't pretend it was, but we're through it now, and it'll be fine. And, you know, I was watching a documentary on Amazon, and a quote from a letter was, it was something like, it is not, space does not separate us or something, but it was really just that just because we're not close together doesn't mean we're not close together. It's hard though, because he's a 10-minute car drive away. Like, I could just get in the car and be there. But we are taking this very seriously. So thank you everybody who's reached out. And if you've made it this far, another thing that I would like you to leave a comment about is I'm thinking about doing a random video with my grandmother, and having you guys ask her questions. Well, I'll ask her the questions, and you guys would meet my grandmother, the Fra, and we could do that. So if you have any questions for my grandmother, or if you'd like to meet her, also leave me a comment. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed Easter. It's tomorrow. I know it's going to be very, very different for a lot of you. My grandmother and I will be watching church in the morning, and eating from the Easter basket that has not been blessed. And we will have lunch at noon. And my family I actually set up a Zoom call so they can sing her happy birthday. And then we're going to work on the puzzle while we watch Andre Bocelli. So I think it's going to be a different kind of Easter, but not a bad Easter. And it is what it is. So I hope you all have a happy Easter. And if you celebrated Passover, I hope you're having a blessed season. And I think Ramadan starts this month. So I hope you have if I don't talk to you before it starts, a blessed Ramadan and fasting period. I give you all a lot of credit for that. Anyway, much love. Stay safe, keep stitching, stay home, keep stitching, and I'll talk to you soon.